City Skylines 2 is not really doing great right now, and it seems like somebody somewhere, probably a paradox, had enough of this and saw actually their revenue in danger. So it seems like they are now stepping in. We have a new news update, which is called The Way Forward, and an update from the team behind City Skylines. And let me quickly give you a TLDR how we actually ended up here. So first things first, City Skylines 2 came out in October to middling fan reception, to say the least. The game was in a terrible state, performance wise, tech wise, and also just gameplay wise. It wasn't there where people wanted it to be, even though people totally understood that it will not be content wise, at least, at the same point as City Skylines 1 was, which was updated and got paid DLCs for 7 years. But when people started to play the game, they realized it's not even remotely close and it was bad. And people were, of course, talking to Colossal Order, aka the developer, and were telling them, hey, this is, you cannot do this. This is not okay. This game is a mess, technically, as of gameplay. What is this, right? And the reaction of Colossal Order was defensive, sometimes outright arrogant, right? Telling the people like, nah, this is what we wanted and you have no idea, and if you don't like this, then play something else. And they were just not doing well when it came to communication. And then at the beginning of this year, in January, they were releasing the last big patch, as they said, and were again pretty defensive about it and said, you know what, this is the last big patch where we will make some big changes because we now think we are just at the point where we don't need that anymore. And we now finally want to do what we wanted to do since the game came out, focusing on paid DLC and get even more money from you. Their words, not mine. Kinda. And just this whole behavior made the people really angry. And then the first DLC came out just a few weeks ago, which was Beach Properties, and it was a shit show. Not only did they ask $15 for, what was it, 6 new houses, 2 new trees, or 4 new trees, and that was it. Like, people were just like, what is this? And also, it didn't really change much. Gameplay issues were still there. Like, everything considered, it was a joke. It was just like, nah, sorry, folks. We are not supporting this. We love City Skylines, but we feel like we are getting treated like shit here. You are not listening to us. And now you're also trying to get more money out of us. That's not what we want. So it seems like we have finally hit rock bottom. And this is coming directly from the CEO of Colossal Order, Marina Halikainen, and Matthias Lilia, which is the deputy CEO from Paradox Interactive. So it seems like the Paradox, this is the first time somebody from Paradox is signing this off, is actually stepping in here. And what they are saying, the TLDR of all of this is Beach Property DLC is disappearing. It will become a normal update for the game, right? Everyone will have access to it. Everyone who already paid money for it will get their money back. Yes, if you bought the game from a third party site, you have to basically reach out to the third party site and get your refund, but they official third party sites already get the memo from Colossal Order that they should issue refunds, right? So you will get your money back. Of course, if you got it on Steam, you can just, like, you would get your money back, right? They will automatically start to do the process. And this is where it gets interesting. And for all the people, of course, who bought the deluxe edition, let's not forget that, they will basically take the extra money you paid and use it on the next DLCs. So the actual big next DLCs will be for free for you because you don't have the beach property DLC anymore. But this is where it gets really important. Looking ahead, we also want to make immediate and meaningful changes in the way we approach the game's development and our communication with you. Firstly, This means a complete focus on improving the base game and modding tools. And secondly, we want to better involve you, the community, as we choose our priorities going forward. We will focus on additional free patches and game updates in the coming months before Colossal Order spends time on new paid content, resulting in a move of the Bridges and Ports expansion to 2025. This is a huge move because Bridges and Ports were planned for August, September, something like that. Second half of 2024. Now they move it completely into 2025, which is, it shows you what bullshit Colossal Order has spewed before. Right when they said in January, they are now done with the big gameplay changes. They are now done with making changes to what the community wants because they believe they have reached a point where they don't have to do that anymore. And people told them, you were insane if you think that. And they were like, nah, we will now focus on the paid DLCs. That's the only thing which matters now, and we will fix things coming with the DLCs. Now that they actually say, hey, we would use the rest of the year to actually improve on the game and change the gameplay around what the community wants, shows you that they didn't get it. They just didn't get it, right? It's just crazy, right? And this reads very much like Paradox finally stepped in. By the way, for all the console users, they have basically postponed console releases into next year. Like they don't really talk too much about it. They only said that yes, we will release console in spring this year, but they now looked at it again and they are saying, nah, we will make too many changes to the PC version here in just a few months, and it wouldn't make any sense to release a console version in the meantime, right? So basically, what they would do is they will now focus on the PC version of the game, will make all the changes, and then they will port that over to the console version of the game, which probably means that the console version is not coming this year anymore, which is unfortunate, but I understand the reason. Like, as mentioned before, unfortunately, Cities Skylines 2 has some fundamental gameplay issues. Not just bugs or quirks, like the whole mechanics and the whole AI working basically in the background and like on how the economies sometimes work or how some of the gameplay elements sometimes work just don't function right. They are just dumb. I made some videos on this exact channel here where I talked about some of those gameplay elements and where the issues lie and why it is broken in the game sometimes. And it's not because it's bugged or somebody made a mistake. Somebody just came up with a bad gameplay element and nobody stopped the person to implement that into the game, and now it works how it works. Like the school system is absolutely insane if you're looking at it. The same goes with the traffic system. It's completely insane how it works. So, all things considered, I think this is the right step in the right direction. Now, words are cheap. I have learned that very much in the last 10 years actually working in the gaming industry and over 20 years playing video games. Words are very cheap and they have to deliver it. But it seems like that at least now that Paradox is even signing this off, something must have happened behind the scene. I don't know if Colossal Order stopped Paradox or if Paradox actually stopped Colossal Order, but some of the two parties just came to the realization that they cannot continue this and things have to change dramatically. Because let's be honest here, we are now at the point where let's have a quick look before we are closing this whole argument. Let's have a look at how many people are playing City Skylines 2 right now. How many people are playing City Skylines 2 right now? 6,000 people playing right now on Steam. And now, let's have a look at City Skylines. 13,000. 13,000 in comparison to 6,000. And that's bad because City Skylines 2 is where the monetization is at for those two companies. So, yeah, this is not good. They have to fix it. So, yeah, we will see how it goes. I would be really happy about it because that would mean I would probably go back to the game because I didn't. Like, even when the DLC came out, I was just like, yeah, so what? The gameplay is still the same. The gameplay has still the major issues going on. Why would I go back for a few houses and three variations? No thanks. So I keep you definitely posted. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to leave a like. If you want to see, of course, more City Skylines videos later down the line, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We are focusing here completely on strategy, management, and building games. That's what we are doing. We're also sometimes streaming here on the channel, so keep an eye out for that. And with that said, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.